Hey friends, it's Jana, and I am glad that you are here to join me for another super sponsor giveaway hop with Kendra's card challenges. And today we have a brand new sponsor, Scrap Diva Designs. I'm telling you, I was way impressed. As a super sponsor, they send us some goodies for the design team, and Scrap Diva went way above and beyond. So I got this perfume bottle shaker set, this amazing like heart doily border, this heart doily, and actually it'll spin if you put a little brad or something in the middle. And then all those sentiments, which, gosh, you can never have too many die cut sentiments. I'm going to be using sketch number 3 today. And so I've die cut a lot of the pieces, not everything. And I figured I was using this perfume bottle and it needed to have a little bit of glitz and glam. So I foiled a bunch of different designs to use on the background, and also as kind of my perfume bottle. And these perfume bottles come 3 different sizes. The little heart tags that you see there say Love Potion, but they're in like different fonts. There is so much included in that, just that one set. And then the border die, that big giant scallop border die, I have some ideas for that one, but I just couldn't make it fit with this card. So I've got everything cut out. I started to build parts of my shaker card already, just the boring parts. There is all of her information, and if you want to pause it and scan the little QR code, you can. She is Scrap Diva 29 here on YouTube. You can find her on Instagram as well. So right now I decided to pull in some black. I think black and gold really set off each other. I don't know if that's the right word, but you know, it really makes the gold stand out and the pink as well. So it just kind of pops. And I noticed that it was kind of a little crooked on the edge, so I just trimmed that down. But I love the gold foiling and how it looks with, especially with the perfume bottle. It's just got to be fancy. And this is one of the sentiments. There's love, hugs, thanks, party, and be mine. Be and mine. So many things you could do. So for my shaker, I have cut out all of my pieces, and I'm going to pop them all up just to give it some kind of stability and some dimension. So this part I've got 2, and then my pink one, which will show through. And then my little border things, I could have used foam tape, but those are some really skinny little pieces. So I just cut like 6 of them and glued them together. So they are pretty thick. And then I've got one that has my acetate, and I just used the same die that I used to cut the background there. I used it to cut the acetate. And I'm just putting my little pretty piece on there. And I do realize that that's not the side I want. So we're going to flip it over. Because I had one side of my paper that didn't foil all the way. But it was fine. It was fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. So I just flipped it over, and it's all good. I'm going to clean up kind of where my little glue smushed out. And then this is my piece that's 6 layers thick, and that's going to hold all my little shaker bits inside. So we're going to get these all glued together. And while I'm doing that, let me tell you a little bit about Kendra's Card Challenge. So this is a giveaway hop. So if you go to the description box below, there is a link to a giveaway, to a form that you fill out, and you can fill it out at each stop along the hop. Speaking of each stop along the hop, there is also a playlist in the description box. And if you hit play all, it'll automatically advance you from one designer to the next. So at kendrascardchallenges.com, you can download a free PDF where you will get a cutting guide and 15 sketches for using 6x6 sheets of pattern paper. Or you can use the dimensions on the card sketches to cut each one individually. So here I'm just pulling out some of my little shaker bits. When I did the dark pink ones, you might have saw that I had a dryer sheet or a little piece of something. It's actually a little piece of dryer sheet. And what it does is it helps keep the static, because man, those sequins, when they're staticky, they will jump everywhere. And they stick to your fingers. And I was having that problem with the light pink ones, which don't have a dryer sheet piece in them. And then I'm going to add a little tiny bit of glitter as well. Just a little. So I've got glitter, I've got some sequins, and some little tiny beads, dragees, I don't know what you would call them. I used them for fake bakes, and now they work in shaker cards. And they just give it some movement, but most of all, they make the shaker noise. So since all these pieces line up so perfectly, that's all there was to it. I put the back on there and we are good to go. So if you go and you download the PDF from Kendra and you make all of your cards, take a picture with all 18 cards, because one sketch gives you 4 cards. And then you can go back to kendrascardchallenges.com, and there is an InLinkz link for you, and you can upload your photo of all of your things there to be entered to win some of the amazing prizes. And there are prizes monthly and quarterly. As I said, this is a quarterly challenge. So you actually have 3 chances within the quarter. You have April, May, and June to submit your cards. And then if you want to be part of the showcase, you can go to the Facebook group, which is listed in the description box, and upload your photo there, and that will get you in the showcase where Kendra shows all the cards that were submitted for either that month or that quarter. It's pretty cool. There are some amazing prizes. And we have our super sponsors, which are prize sponsors, as well as they give the design team some things to work with, and they are the part of our hops. And then our prize sponsors are part of the prize packs that Kendra gives away. So I decided that here the pink kind of got lost because it was the same design in the background. So I cut the next size up just out of black. Like it's either a large shadow, a silhouette, but just something to kind of set my little shaker piece apart. But it also pulls in all the other kind of black parts of the card in as well. And I'm just going to center that on my page. And then I just kind of fuss around to figure out where the best placement is for my little shaker perfume bottle. Now this would be so fun, you know, for a little girl's party invitation if she was doing like a little, you know, like glam spa party. It would be fantastic to use for an invitation. And then you could use the sentiment that says, you know, party, and maybe print out something that says you're invited, or, you know, so-and-so's turning 5. But wouldn't that be fun to have just this really glamorous card or invitation? Or, you know, a wedding, a bridal shower. I don't know. I just think it's really pretty. It is pretty thick, so you might need a little extra postage because, I mean, I made that shaker thick. But if you had foam on it too, it would still be just as thick. So you would just want to take some care when mailing it. And I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. I was looking for my card base actually, and then it was a little off, so I'm just going to straighten it out a little bit. And then I'm going to get everything glued down. So after I got my package from Scrap Diva Designs, I decided to go to her website and check out the other things that they have. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, there are so many fantastic dies and die sets and shaker cards and 3D things and I mean just everything. Um, and so that's one thing that inspired me to use the perfume bottle and make the shaker card. And then I love that I got the sentiments as well. Because, I mean, I could have added, this would have been perfect for Valentine's Day, adding Be Mine there. But I'm gonna center the black one, and then I'm just gonna kind of offset my shaker bit just a little. But she has some fantastic things. I would encourage you to go check out Scrap Diva 29 um, and see everything that she has. And if you go to her YouTube, check out her video of her craft room. It's pretty amazing. But I was inspired by some of the things that she had and some of the things that she does to do this card. And that's why I pulled in the gold and the shaker. It just seemed to need that little va 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 boom. So let me know in the comments. Do you like shaker cards? Have you made shaker cards? Um, I think I'm just starting to appreciate a good shaker card, or a good shaker dies, I should say. This one was super simple to put together. And here I realized that because I added the twine around the top, that I probably should pop it up a little bit. Otherwise, I'm going to have a lump in my perfume bottle and it won't adhere to the card base well. So I just have, this is some pretty thin tape, so it's not going to add a whole lot of bulk. I mean, it's already pretty bulky as it is. So it wasn't going to make that much of a difference. So I'm just adding some foam tape on the back there. And then I use liquid adhesive because that gives me a little bit of wiggle room. And so I can get that adhered, but if it's not exactly where I need it, I can, scooch it around just a little bit. But I hope that you have enjoyed this video. This was one of my favorites. It was really fun to do. I'm going to pull in some bling as well. I wish it wasn't done. It just needed something more. Here I have, see, need the dryer sheet because that little one would not come off my finger. So I'm going to grab my container that has all of my little like circle dots in there. And I have some gold ones, which I thought were perfect for this card. And it just needed, something a little extra, some extra sparkle. I mean, the gold foiling and the shaker bits, just weren't enough for me. So I'm going to add some more little gold pieces here. And I think that really just brings it all together and ties it all in. But as I was saying, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you did, I would love it if you would subscribe. And you will be notified when I have more content. And also, if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. And make sure you do that for all the designers on the hop. It just helps out. It helps out a lot. And this was a fun one. I loved, start to finish, loved everything about this. I loved when my package arrived, all the way up to finishing this card. And this is not the last time that I will be pulling these out because those dies are amazing. I just didn't have enough time or to do a second card. Otherwise, y'all would have been watching forever, and nobody wants that. This is one of my longer videos as it is. But make sure also that, it's free for you to download the PDF from Kendra. So check that out, get that downloaded, submit your cards, and you never know, you might be one of the big prize winners, and they are some fantastic prizes. So thank you for hopping along. Enjoy the rest of the hop, and have a wonderful day. Thanks.